Welcome to Elaine Sterling, esthetician. Welcome to season 2, Esthetician Unlocked. You are now in the Elaine. Welcome to Esthetician Unlocked. I'm Elaine Sterling, and guess what? You are now in the E-Lane, where we talk about everything to do with health and beauty and being and feeling the best person we can be as long as we stay in the E-Lane. I have a fabulous guest today, and Quinise Arnold. Quinise, first of all, I want to know how you came up with the name Conceit Nail and Beauty.
Yes.
Tell us about those studios.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone. Yes, Quinise Arnold here, owner of Conceit Nail and Beauty Studios. And it's several meanings behind the name Conceit. Primarily in literary terms, conceit by definition is an elaborate metaphor. So I think that just overall encompasses the entire paradox, irony, and just fun meaning behind it. Not only that, of course, obviously being conceited and in love with yourself and loving the way you look, but more beyond that, of course, as we like to go beyond the mirror, Conceit is a poem by Maya Angelou. One of my favorite poems that I've loved forever, and it actually begins with the tagline, "Give me your hand." And that's what I remember loving that poem throughout life. I remember just growing up loving everything about the arts and just wanting to find a way to encompass all of those things to give people a safe space for their beauty services. So
I
Conceit
love that.
means so much to me. I mean, it just goes layers and layers. Another fun fact: this poem was also featured in the movie Poetic Justice. I was always a big fan of hip hop, and Tupac Shakur is one of my favorite artists of all times. I love to dance. I love Janet Jackson. I just love everything about it. So when I saw my favorite poem in that movie, it was just almost another sign to just bring my love of music and beauty and all things together for my salon.
So I love this. I have it up here. A conceit. Give me your hand. Make room for me to lead and follow you beyond this rage of poetry. Let others have the privacy of touching words and love of loss of love. For me, give me your hand. I love that. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's truly one of my favorite poems because each line just has so much meaning and it's so powerful from the beginning of just saying, "Give me your hand." That's just letting you know that you're in a safe space, that I got you, that this is going to be something special. And the paradox of allow me, give me permission to lead and follow you beyond this rage of poetry, this world, this chaos that we live in every day. So it's just a very heartfelt message and something that we put into everything we do at my salon.
And then, of course, when you go and have a manicure, we give you our hand.
Quite
I think it's
literally,
beautiful.
which brings it back to the elaborate metaphor.
I think it's beautiful. And so, I mean, that's amazing. And do you have one studio or more than one?
Yes, we have one location right now in the heart of Smyrna Market Village, which I just love. It's just a huge community and just great space for events and all things. But we'll see what happens in the future.
And is it manicures and pedicures? What is your speciality there at Conceit?
Yes, our specialties are manicures and pedicures, but we also specialize in nail art. We have such a large assortment of options, which I think was something missing in the industry on the professional and personal side. I feel like as a technician, oftentimes in salons, they're limited in the range and things that they could offer just because the salon wouldn't have, those materials. And then even as a customer wanting to have a deluxe experience while still being able to get those crazy, fun, insane nails, that's the cornerstone what my business offers.
I think that's fabulous. My daughter is 26, 27 next year, and every month she has her nail art, and she scrolls through Instagram and she finds her nail art, and she works in a doctor's office, and the patients love it. They love to see what nail art, she has on, and sometimes it's themed and sometimes it's for a holiday and something, but she always finds something. And so I think that it's just become so mainstream. I remember when they on, and all the award shows started having the Manny cam. Remember that?
Yes.
And
Oh,
also I loved how they would do like the prints of the fabric would be on the nails as well. So I love how it's so incorporated into fashion, which which I love. So tell me where did you go to school and what brought you to the nail industry?
thank you. So I'm a performing arts kid, as
I can
yourself.
tell.
I'm a proud graduate of Woodside High School of Performing Arts in Newport News, Virginia. From there, I got my bachelor's at Virginia State University in Mass Comm and PR. Actually, I was a political science major first and was going to take a route and go to law school. And I'm too colorful. It just wasn't going to fit the lifestyle I wanted for myself. And from there, I transitioned to Georgia after just studying School of Hard Knocks, for lack of a better word, for a while, where I got my real estate license and then beauty license at Atlanta Beauty and Barber Academy.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I'm just so grateful to see things through. Now, whole story, true story. I went to a different school first and
That's
actually
okay.
was kicked out, if you can believe this. I was kicked out of beauty school.
What is the tea?
Why? What did you do? Tell the tea. Tea time.
Tea
Ding,
time,
ding,
right?
ding.
Well, and I'm not going to be messy, right? Because we all learn and everything happens for a reason. But this is why I have such a respect for you and your institute, because I take it very seriously. I take my education very seriously, and I think being able to ask questions and get feedback in a safe space is important, especially in nails. It's very easy to get very self conscious because you're face to face with your client. Every detail is being analyzed, and just witnessing different things in the beauty world, right? We can go a whole nother discussion with that, with dynamics with men and women, and you're in a safe space, so you start to share, but then conversations get too personal, and now it's
Right,
uncomfortable, and
right.
a lot of things were happening that I would speak up on, and that's what ended up like, you know what, you're being a problem, so you need to leave. But it's like, no, and of course that school doesn't even exist anymore, and here I am as a salon owner talking to one of the best school owners in the world. So that says a lot.
Period.
Yeah, I think, like I said to one of my leads the other day when we were, you know, um, graduating some students, and they were like, oh, well, that one was a tough one and so naughty and, problems and talk back. And, I looked at her because she graduated me and I said, and so were you, so, and sometimes the students that are a little bit more vocal, a little bit more loud, a little bit more, I find them maybe they're fighters and maybe they will actually be able to survive in this industry because you need to be tough, right?
Yes.
Um, to be able to be an entrepreneur or work in this industry. So, but then I think you start to learn and grow and soften around the edges, right?
Mhm.
I think we as we age we all get a little softer around the edges. So, what do you do when you're not doing nails? What do you love to do in your personal life?
Who? Well, really just trying to get back to a personal life because having a business is very much a full-time thing.
Having a
Um,
business is your boyfriend, your child, your
Yeah,
yeah.
it's everything. And I still have my real estate business as well. So that just still keeps me busy. But along that, I'm a dancer at heart. I will always be a dancer. I love all things fashion and shopping. And then just every once in a while, cooking and just anything that I can kind of move and groove while I do. That's my happy space.
That is so cool. And so, is your space? Are you like the only one in there, or do you have other people that work with you?
Oh, yes, I have the most amazing team, the Conceit crew. As of now, we're a crew of five and we're growing. And again, it's just learning experiences. We're just coming into our third year. And it was
Congratulations.
thank you. And every month is new, the industry's changing, the economy is changing, so there's always a pivot. And I'm sure you can attest to, as you say, seeing what sticks, right? And just trying different things, especially when developing a team. And I feel like it was a big responsibility taking over the location that I have. Because it's been in the community for over 15 years. So it's a staple. We're right by City Hall. We're in the hub where all of the fun and exciting things happen for Smyrna. So it's more than just a salon. It's a very much a family, and that's most important to me.
Right, right. And so, What is it like having, are they employees? Are they 1099? Are they, or do they rent booth from you?
Yeah,
The-
so as of now, we are 1099. I am in the process of transitioning to W-2. It's a major step and something that I'm very passionate about. So I don't take it lightly. And to be transparent, I am still learning. I'm putting myself through courses and just making sure I understand my numbers and making sure that as I'm taking this extra step to protect my crew, that I'm also protecting my business as well.
So what are the some of the trends in nails right now? Are you seeing some trends?
Oh, absolutely. Chrome is just here to stay. Chrome has been big for a while.
Mhm.
Same thing with cat eye, or magnetic polish. It's been around for a long time, but I've seen such a huge trend with that. I'm going from doing it with the simple to the intricate, and just doing it with French and excuse me, just many different ways with that. I think upcoming this fall, you're going to see a lot more kind of saturated, muted tones done in
Mhm.
very modern way. So you're still seeing a lot of the 3D art, a lot of the kind of embossed look, the trends are endless, and that's one of the beautiful things too. Now, as you mentioned, combining nails and fashion. I mean, it's in a way that hasn't happened in history before. Even working with Fashion Week, working with different designers, seeing it on the red carpet. Even with the Met Gala this past year, there was a huge focus on nails.
Right.
So I'm super excited to keep bringing those trends and
And
seeing what's next.
what are the colors you're seeing in for this fall? Because I'm sure you've already got your some of your colors in.
Oh, yes, honey. I have just been in love with all of the yellow. Yellow is just having a thing this year. And I think that's going to continue going into more of that deep, rich butter, even almost like golden sandy type tones.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, our nudes are always here to stay, but once we get into the fall or months, you see more of like that more mauvey, the roses, the more deep antique kind of look. I call it almost like an ethereal, uh, Orthodox Roman Empire, uh,
Oh,
if you will, kind of cathedral, but still fun. And
I love
then,
the color of your dress. I'm thinking that would be a nice nail polish color.
yes, absolutely. I
That's
actually just
beautiful.
came from a show trying new products, so my nails look a mess right now. I have something different on every finger. But
Which show did you come from?
at LA Nail Supply here in town, they
Hmm.
actually host different distributors from time to time, and they was hosting a new product called Hybrid Gel, where it's kind of like it's a poly gel, but it's just a softer texture. It was very cool. I actually picked up a few to try out and see how it works. So yeah, there's always new things coming.
So we're gonna play this game called Beauty or Baloney. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you're going to tell me if that's beauty or baloney, B and B, right?
Okay.
So rubbing garlic on nails can strengthen them due to natural sulfur compounds.
Mm. I want to say that might be some beauty. I don't
Pretty,
know
pretty
this to be
smelly beauty
true.
though. Could you imagine rubbing? Because I mean, garlic has a pretty strong smell. You know what I mean? Could you imagine rubbing it on? I wouldn't do it before a date.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely not.
you
I,
know,
I just,
but
yeah.
yes, but garlic has so many good. Okay, so cutting cuticles makes nails grow faster.
That is baloney because just by definition, let's just talk about what is cuticle and what isn't. Let's clear the
Right,
air with that first, right? And
right,
then from there, once you understand that, it definitely shows that actually you want to get rid of cuticle when applying product. You want to get rid of that sticky layer on the top of your nails to make sure you have good adhesion. But what you don't ever want to do is cut living tissue, which is not cuticle. So that's the
right.
difference.
So,
Yeah.
well, there you go. Because also it protects the skin from infection, right? And then in Georgia, are we supposed to be cutting the cuticle? Or they're supposed to just be pushing it back in the nail salon?
You should be pushing it back. If there is dead skin, hangnails, that is free, as far as my knowledge, to take care of. But what we like to practice, especially in our salon, is just the safety and health of nails. It's not really necessary, nor does it add any real benefit to go to town and cut the cuticle severely.
Right,
Now, I will say the Russian manicure, which includes a very detailed cuticle cleaning, I mean, is a highly, highly trained skill, is illegal in the state of Georgia. But I do know that there are ways to still protect the skin and do a beautiful job that lasts long, that just gives the look that you're going for.
Very cool. Okay, you ready for another one?
Yep.
Applying lotion after removing polish helps rehydrate the nail and the cuticles. Applying
I'm sorry.
lotion after removing polish helps rehydrate nails and cuticles.
I won't say baloney. It can help hydrate the skin a little bit, but really what you're going to need is cuticle oil. There is a big difference
Okay.
between a lotion and a cuticle oil. Oil is going to
Okay.
hydrate. Yeah.
Okay. So that would be better. I mean, lotion's great for the skin as a hand cream, but if you really want to, I guess, hydrate your nail, use a cuticle oil, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. Gel polish can cause nail thinning if removed improperly.
This is true. This is beauty. Absolutely. As with any product for that matter. You always want to remove anything carefully. Take your time. You never just want to pick and pull and tear it off. That is the absolute worst thing you can do for your nails.
Right. Here's a good one. So that one was good. Okay, the whiter the nail tips, the healthier nails are. I guess that little moon.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
the tips, the end of the nail. The whiter
And
the nail tips, the healthier the nails are. I don't know.
that is a sign of healthy nails, but I don't think it's a fair thing to say it makes it healthier than the other. We're all created differently. Some folks' nails, and especially depending on your age and lifestyle, can have a different coloration. That doesn't necessarily mean they're unhealthy. But of
Right.
course, nice, clean white nail growth for your free edge is a great sign of healthy nails.
Okay, that is beauty and baloney. Woo! All right, good. We felt like we were back at school. Both of us was quite nervous, right? So what else is coming down the pipeline, I wonder? So let's see. Have you thought about adding any other services to your business, or you want to stay in the nail lane?
Well, yes, we actually are looking to add more beauty services. We don't have the space necessarily for a full esthetician suite, but I am looking at and working with several makeup artists in the area who are willing to come in from different times to give makeup services, mini facials, sheet masks, face massages, things of that nature, along with some eyebrow threading and eyebrow services. Yeah. But for
We
now, nails are
love
still our top.
enhancements. We love enhancements. Anything you can do in the chair in 1 hour all over the place is fabulous. I'm all for it. So what is your go-to beauty product right now? Any beauty product. What is your go-to?
Ooh. Oh, there's quite a few. If I had to say anything that's really making a big difference for me, and we actually retail it in the salon as well as with our partners through those, it's a shower filter. And it's one of those
Ah,
things that, we put on the lotions, we do all of the body treatments, but sometimes your water can be the problem. And it wasn't until I started using this filter that I've seen a big difference in my skin and my hair, even down to I have a glass surround and I would get that kind of white film, after you shower, it kind of just gets there. You have to constantly clean it. Since I've used the filter, I don't even get that anymore. Which just made
that,
me think if it's not on my shower, what else is not getting on my skin, right?
right,
So
right.
that's been like I think a huge difference for me, and it just smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't shower anymore. Maybe I think the water's so, I'm not sure if the dirt is worse than the water. Who knows,
Oh
right?
my goodness,
If you could collaborate with any celebrity for a beauty event, who would it be? Any celebrity.
that is a great question. I would have to say Tyra Banks,
Huh, okay.
and here's why.
That's a
Because
good one.
you
That's a
know
good one.
I feel like just the brevity of her career and just being a America Next Top Model kid who just grew up loving that show.
The show is
And
amazing.
it's an icon. And even
Yeah.
before then, she was just someone I just always admired when I would see her in magazines, when I would see her on the runway. It was just a big part of my childhood and someone that I deeply, deeply admire. So for business, for entertainment, for fashion, and just she just makes me laugh. I feel like we would have fun. I would have to say Tyra Banks.
That's a great answer. So what's next for you?
We have quite a few things coming up actually. We're getting ready to participate with Fashion Week again this September.
Cool.
Along with rolling out our wedding division, which is just huge. We're already getting a lot of interest, and we're just still looking to get our team and getting more people involved and who are ready to show up and show out. But it's going to be huge. That was one of the markets that I saw a big gap in as well, where you get the trial run with your hair, you get a trial run with your makeup. What about your nails? I mean,
Right.
people are going to look. It's your ring, it's your bouquet, it's going to be in photos. So we've taken that and made it a full experience, and I just know it's going to do good things.
So who are you going to partner with? Is a particular designer you partner with Atlanta Fashion Week, or is it the attendees that get their nails done? How do you do that?
Well, yeah, it's just through different people that I know in the industry. One of the leads, I had the opportunity to work with her team, and it's through a production company that hosts a lot of different designers from all over the world. So we're doing a lot of couture bridal looks. We're doing a lot of new and up and coming designers. One of which we're so excited, they actually were just featured in Harper's Bazaar Qatar, which is huge, along with just a lot of other exciting opportunities for people breaking into the industry.
Oh, that's amazing. We want to go to Qatar.
Oh, me too.
Quinise, how do we get there? You and I would look fabulous in the desert. Fabulous.
Fabulous,
Right.
fabulous. I can see us in the desert sands with our big
I
garments. And
know.
yes, it's
I
coming. It's
know.
on its way.
We just have to work on it. And so where can they find you again? Can they book online if they want to have their nails done? How do people find you?
Yes, absolutely. You can find us online. Our website is conceitstudios.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at Conceit Nails and Beauty. I myself am there, Homegirl Q. That's my nickname from our real estate business, but everybody always introduce me as your homie anyway. So I'm easy to find.
Oh,
Everything, homegirlq.com, Homegirl Q on Instagram. And yeah, I'm just excited to continue moving forward and just thank you for all that you do and how you inspire us to just push through with resilience and to be a real true professional in this industry.
oh, well, I appreciate it. It's so amazing the talent that's out there, and I'm just trying to showcase the talent that we have in Atlanta, which is just off the charts. Like every time I go to other states, I just think, well, they don't have what Atlanta has. We really have amazing artists, amazing estheticians and nail technicians, massage therapists, hairstylists. What we're doing is just incredible. So I want to be able to share with the world what we do here. I so appreciate you coming today. And wasn't the Elaine fun? I told you it'd be
Yay!
fun.
I've
Thank you
had an
so
amazing
much.
time. Yes,
Thank you
thank you so
so
much.
much. And I appreciate you, Esthetician Unlocked. Everything Beauty. You are now in the Elaine. Love you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.